Hey, well, hello there, it's me, RJB from RJB TV, and today it's time for some Burgersasu against Byul. These two people always have really fun interactions here on the map. Burgersasu here on the white Terran. Usually we see Byul on the Terran, but I felt like I want to see some Burgersasu Terran against Byul's Protoss, and I think Deadlift91 said is in fact Byul. Now let's hope I haven't done this replay before. I said it before, but when you cast thousands of replays, I think I've casted about 1,000 by this point, you sometimes get this feeling of deja vu. I've been in this place before, and sometimes it takes a couple of minutes, or maybe even more than just a couple of minutes, to recognize that, hey, I've been here before. I've done this before. I've seen this before. I've been in this situation before. Sometimes you just don't realize until it's very far in. Sometimes you just immediately catch on. But I think I've done Byul against Burgersasu before. I certainly have. And we've got Burgersasu going for a mech build order. He's going for a fast factory. He starts with supply depot and gas on 8 supply, then goes for a barrack on 10. Yeah, on 10 supply, almost 11. Then starts mining out the gas. Byul is going for Nexus Forge here in the back, and a pylon in the front, most likely, and 2 cannons in the front as well, and then go for a mixture of all sorts of advanced technology, involving, most of the time, robotics facilities with shuttles and reavers. Exciting stuff, specifically when the Protoss has some great multitasking and micro. And if there's one thing Byul has in the pocket, it's both of those two things. Because the guy, I've probably said it before, if you're a first-time viewer, you might not know, Byul is a semi-professional player. He has qualified for the ASL, which is the #1 StarCraft 1 vs 1 competition in the entire world. He didn't make it into the round of 16, he only got into the round of 24, onto the round of 16, but still, even qualifying means you have to beat some professional players, and that's difficult, because only in total 28 players make it into the ASL. Only 28 in total make it into the ASL, and there are a lot of professional players who are absolutely insanely skilled at StarCraft. So even just getting there is a testament to your skill. It means you're absolutely insanely good at StarCraft. You could consider yourself, at the time of qualifying, to be among the 28 best players in the world. And this player here, Byul, well, he was at the time one of the 28 best players in the world for StarCraft. But this is fastest map. A lot of the skills for normal maps do apply to fastest maps, such as micro, macro, multitasking, knowing things about build orders, units, and all that kind of stuff. It does really help, but fastest map does have its own specific meta, its own specific strategies, its own specific situations that if you've never played the map, you will not know that they happen, exist, or can happen, or how to deal with them. What do? You simply don't know. But Byul has been playing a lot of fastest over the past 3 years, so you could even say he is pretty much just a fastest player at this point, with a history as a semi-professional player. Burgersasu, on the other hand, is more or less purely a fastest player, although he is currently on the official Brute War ladder, somewhere in 2450 matchmaking rating. So he's like an S rank low or normal map player, which is, again, insanely good, because not a whole lot of players get S rank, and not a whole lot of players go above 2400. So this guy, also the real deal, but largely a fastest map expert, although he's currently in some trouble because the one Dragoon, he had to get those vultures back into his base, so the Dragoon there, a little bit overextending, gets in, but takes a little bit too much damage, so it decides to retreat. No point in losing that one single Dragoon over trying to get into the base. No point losing it. I'm just checking up on something very quick. Checking up on something really quick. And yeah, I just wanted to confirm that I've never ever done this replay before. And I think I just confirmed I've never ever done this before. Yeah, Burgersasu, a little bit more about our Burger Man. He's a fastest map expert, has been for many, many years. Is considered to be one of the very best team players and one of the very best 1 versus 1 players, although he's mostly known for his absolutely insanely good 1 versus 1. He has, over the years, developed carpal tunnel, though. Maybe Byul has as well, but he's never said anything about it. But I do know Burgersasu has carpal tunnel, and it has somewhat hurt his playing speed a little bit. Got a shuttle there moving out for Byul. So about the carpal tunnel, it just really hurts your wrists. That's basically what happens. The nerves in your wrists become compacted because of repeated specific wrist positions with tension on your wrist, and it compacts the nerves, puts pressure on them, and it hurts like hell. And Burgersasu went from a 350 to 450 APM player down to, I'd say, about a 250 to 300 APM player. So there's a lot of speed lost in his game, but he's trying to replace that speed with very smart, precise decision-making and playstyle. Byul here with 4 Dark Templars inside of Burgersasu's base. Burgersasu has a scan in the back, but oh, no energy on the scan, I assume. No energy on the scan. He's trying to pull all of his tanks back to the turrets there, waiting for scan energy to finish up. Dark Templars are splitting up, though, which is a very smart choice. Splitting up those Dark Templars. But Burgersasu is trying to hunt them down both at the same time. Turret on the bottom side goes down. Scans the bottom side first. Kills both Dark Templars, I assume. But now Dark Templars are flanking from behind, but they are... Ooh, the scan duration ends just in time. Byul there with a very simple, cheesy move that Burgersasu apparently was not prepared for because he had just used the scan. But the Dark Templars wind up not doing too much, but I do think they... Oh no, he's opening up the choke. This is really bad. Those Dragoons, he's gonna find the Dragoons there though, so we will have enough time to close the barracks off there in the front and pull units to the front. But Byul here with a very smart switch up, Dark Templar drop into Dragoons. He killed, I think, about 4 tanks in total with the Dark Templars, from Vultures as well. Tanks are sieging up there behind the wall. And Burgersasu arrives just in time to prevent losing his frontal wall, although the tanks are sieged up a little bit too far away, so he does lose the barrack. But Burgersasu can simply make a new one, so this is not going to hurt him too badly. But it was a close call. It was a close call. It was a close call. This could have gone very differently. Burgersasu, by pure chance, sending out that one Vulture, might have saved the front. He could have lost the front. If those Dragoons had started hitting the front, while the tanks were all sieged up in the back, this could have all have gone down, and he would have been forced to play from the back side of his base instead of the front side of his base. But now he's allowed to play at the front side, where it is much easier to defend, because this is a very tight, narrow entrance. Here in the back, it's all wide open, and that just is terrible for a Terran. Terrans do not like wide open spaces where they can get attacked from every single direction you can imagine. So great defense there from Burgersasu. We've got triple robotics there in the front from Byul. Got 2 Stargates there as well to build Corsairs. Corsairs are needed to escort the shuttles in over the turrets, otherwise the shuttles take damage from the turrets, and you don't want that. He's getting pretty much every single technology structure that you want. Got triple forge for triple upgrades at the same time. Getting air armor as well, because air armor is amazing for shuttles. When the shuttles try to fly in, having level 1 armor on those shuttles is going to make them a little bit harder to kill for the Terran. Raids are all finished up, balled up, getting a couple more. Units are moving to the back. He's got placed mines all over the place. Now the raids are moving to intercept the shuttles, but a little bit too late. Please run away with those SCVs. Reavers are unloading. SCVs are running away to safety. He tried to... Oh, his Scarab is not going to explode. That Scarab is not going to explode. That's a lucky call there, a lucky break. He could have lost 12, maybe even 24 SCVs in total if that one Scarab managed to connect, managed to kill. But nope, not happening today. Not happening today. So, Burgersasu with a little bit of luck and a couple of well-placed mines here on the top side clears out that drop from Byul. Byul tried to really hit him hard. Almost hit him hard. Almost hit him hard. It's kind of the thing with going for a Wraith or Valkyrie defense. Even though it's awesome to take down shuttles, you still need to know where are the shuttles coming from, and you need to have enough reaction time and traveling time for the raids. If the raids are all the way over here and the shuttles coming from the top side, you're never going to intercept those shuttles moving all the way to the top side, and by the time you reach the shuttles are already on your SCV. So you need kind of a centralized position for your raids. Byul there, going for a frontal attack, going to go in with a drop at the same time as well. He's pulling the raids away, but the raids are returning once again to the top side because the drop is coming in from the top side there. Snipes the shuttles out of the air. Dodges the storm as well. The frontal attack there not doing all that much. Killed one supply depot, lost a lot of zealots and dragoons, but not killing any of the tanks behind the wall, which is important. But here on the top side though, a lot of units have gone down. Now the raids are the only line of defense. There's pretty much nothing here in the back of the base. All of the factories are currently producing, but none of the factories, well, he finished up 5 tanks. But 5 tanks is not a whole lot of units, but at the moment it should be just enough to defend against the next attack. It should be coming in very soon because Byul is already back on 167 supply. Got a lot of gateways all over the base. He's got about 9 here on the bottom side, another 4, so that's 13, another 5, so 18, and he's got 2 more gateways on the way here on the top side as well. There's going to be a total of 21 gateways all about his base, triple robotics for continuous non-stop drops coming across the map. Do keep in mind the traveling time from across the map does make it a little bit difficult to catch the Terran off guard for real. Because the Terran also has a double scan, and using those scans to keep track of what is inside of Byul's base really helps in preparing. He's continuously scanning. You can hear the scan sounds in the background non-stop, although he's loading. Oh, unloading behind the hill. Zealots are on top of everything. More vultures and tanks calling from the back to the front to try and defend. The vultures are... The wall is here. The wall is completely gone in the front. The Zealots and Dragoons have done their job. Tanks are sieging up. Mines are being placed. Mines might get dragged into the tanks there, though. And yes, he drags a couple of mines into the tanks. Only 2 tanks left alive. One there in the far back. Another one has just spawned. The raids in the air are pretty much saving the day. And so are the mines. The mines are keeping those Dragoons away for now. Another couple of Zealots there in the middle. But the Zealots cannot continue onwards because there's mines in between. So this is a close call. The mines and the raids are the lifesavers of Burgersasu. Byul playing a very strong Protoss against Terran. The drops themselves have not really done all that much. I mean, they have killed small amounts of defensive units that Burgersasu has, but apparently just not enough. It's shy from being enough. Every single time, every single attack has barely been defended so far. But Burgersasu has been allowed to stay alive just by knowing what to do, knowing how to micro when he's defending. Another wave there coming in. Oh, Corsairs hunting for the raids. Raids have cloaked their dough. Observer is on the scene. Observer is on location. So the raids are not safe, but the Dragoons are not in a big enough number to really pose a threat against all those tanks. We have 5 factories with machine shops. 5 with machine shops, 4 without. Now going to add on another row of factories in total. Got triple armoring. So the upgrades are currently on 0-0, soon to be on 1 attack and 1 attack for the ground, 1 attack for the air, and level 1 ground armor. Oh, he's going for ship armor first. You're getting level 1 ship armor, not getting level 1 ground armor. But a pretty good amount of raids, continuously flying back and forth. He's always scanning this section here. This is pretty much the section where all the gateways are rallied to. You can see the scanner right there. Some pretty good vision there of what's in the front. He's 4 shuttles, a couple more shuttles around the way. Units are being picked up and put into the shuttles. He's only got 2 canister in the front. Dragoons and raids. The Corsairs there though. He's gonna just try to kill the shuttles. Gets all the shuttle kills and is gonna fly right out. Does cost him most of his raids, but that's worth it. He doesn't mind losing the raids because he's going to replace them with more raids. What matters most is he's bought himself a nice little bit of time within which he doesn't have to focus on protecting his SCVs because the shuttles are dead and gone. All he has to focus on right now is defending the front from Byul's frontal attacks. As long as he can do that, he should be in safe waters for a little while longer because he's almost maxed out. 85 SCVs, he's rich as can be. He's soon to be Elon Musk, technology master of the future. Burgersasu is pretty much Elon Musk. He's playing a technology master from the future, getting more starports as well, science facility on the scene as well, getting EMP, getting 2 vessels for detection and of course for the EMP purposes. EMPs are severely underrated. Like, just erase all those. You hit this group of Dragoons right here. You hit the group of Dragoons and their shields are completely gone. Easy to kill. Like half their HP gone with a single spell. I seriously think EMP is underrated in turn against Protoss. It really makes a big difference, specifically on those pesky Templars. So another drop there arrives. It's going to go in under the cover of those Dragoons. Burgersasu responds to it though, pulls back. A lot of mines being dragged into the tanks there though. Loses about 30 supply in total to just the mines there. Shuttles going in, nothing in the air to intercept. The raids are not here on the scene. SCVs are running away. Ooh, disruption whip there as well. Triple Templar there, storming everything to death. But the storm, he mostly... Okay, he still kills about, I'd say, 16 SCVs. But given how rich Burgersasu is, and the fact that he still has 69 SCVs, he shouldn't be caring too much about losing those SCVs. Instead, he should be thanking Byul for helping him open up some supply space for a bigger army. Burgersasu now on the push, goes forward. Byul's going to try to buy some time. He's got cannons there as well that are intending to buy some time. Disruption webs going down on the tanks. Beautiful use of units he has lying around. And interesting that he already has the upgrades. He's getting Arbiters back at home. Getting a 3rd Stargate, 4th Stargate, 5th Stargate. Might switch over into carriers as well. He probably has interceptor capacity. He's getting air weapon attack. At the moment he's on level 1 air armor, level 0 air attack, level 2 shields, whereas Burgersasu is on level 1 ground attack, getting a level 1 ground armor, and his air units are on 1-1 upgrades. So he should soon be on level 2 attack, level 2 armor for ground. Got booze. He's gonna unload on top of those tanks. Ooh, double storm there on the scene, triple storm there in fact. These storms could do some real damage. Zealots are coming in as well. Looks like the micro there from 4 of 8 splitting up his tanks, and Goliath is doing the trick, doing just enough. Those gateway units are in 3-2 upgrades, a massive upgrade advantage for Byul at the moment. But he survives the attack, keeps most of his army alive, and starts on pushing across the map to set up a very strong position here with tanks and Goliaths that he hopefully is going to push forward from and kill Byul. But Byul is still in the race. He's still in the race. Cannons being built there on the side. Raids are getting caught in midair. Orbiter there on the side. Does not have energy for stasis. Ooh, beautiful EMP. Now that Arbiter will never ever have any energy for stasis. More tanks. Oh, Templars are loading on the scene from the shuttle. Storming on the Dragoons. Dragoons sidestepping. Tanks are still alive. Tanks cannot dodge storms. That's why storms are so amazing against tanks. Like in professional normal map play, the Protoss players have switched over to putting 4 Templars in his shuttle and just flying in with a mass attack and storming on the tanks because tanks cannot evade storms. It's really simple, really easy, really strong. Takes out an Arbiter there in the back as well. The raids have done their job once again, sneaking in. Another drop being loaded up. He's trying to keep up with his production. He's got 75 probes. He's plenty rich. Might start building a proxy gateway base here on the side as well. Units keep streaming in from across the map. Level 2 attack is finished up. He's got level 3 attack and level 2 armor on the way for ground and air. Of course, it's going in to kill the raids. Got the lines in the backside. Shuttles are flying across the map there. So maybe go for a drop on the minerals. He's unloading another set of zealots from the shuttle onto those units there. He clears out most of the units here. This is like a really good push here. But more tanks coming from across the map there though, so he's gonna have to kill this really fast with this small army. Ooh, that defensive matrix in the front is completely gonna change the game here. Although Disruption Web comes in, which might flip the table around once more. Zealot Dragoon there doing a great job pushing back those tanks with their superior upgrades. But this is a race against the clock because at some point, Burgersasu's upgrades will also be on 3-3. And that is when the Protoss army becomes quite weak in comparison to a mass ground tank Goliath army. And it's just producing from every single factory, just spamming kind of. He's just kind of spamming As long as he gets new units out from his factories, that's all he cares about. He just wants to keep up the production, keep on sending, keep on massing, keep on fighting, keep on pushing forward. Zealots are pushing him back, although at the moment, microing backwards to try and prevent some damage from being dealt to tanks. Wins the fight there. Doesn't even have to siege up. Does not even have to use siege mode at the moment to push forward. The Zealots are just not that much of a problem for him to deal with. And he knows he's won. He knows and believes he's won the game. More disruption webs are coming down on top of the tanks and vultures. Zealots are coming from the choke point there to march into the battle, but under the disruption web, the Zealots as well cannot attack. But disruption webs are doing the job somewhat. They're somewhat doing the job. It's mostly for the Dragoons, which can shoot from outside of the disruption web on the units inside the disruption web. But the production from Burgersasu is simply too damn good. He's got so many factories. He's just constantly producing from those 18 factories, sending those units across the map. The perfect SCV number 69, doing the trick, doing the job. Proxy Gateway Army is now operational, building Dark Templars to get a flank off on the units there on the middle, putting some mines there in the front. Very, very smart stuff there from Burgersasu, because Dark Templars, they trigger mines and they will die to the mines. Beautiful game here from Burgersasu. Beautiful game. A couple of times in the early game, I thought Byul had it in the back, but Burgersasu managed to, with barely surviving a couple of times, he barely survived, almost died. He managed to stay in the game and prevent disaster from happening. He never took critical amounts of damage. This drop here, though, gonna pick up them Reavers. Burgersasu is starting to tell Byul to leave the game. It's over. You might as well get out. It's over. You don't stand a chance. Not anymore. Reavers have been picked up. It's gonna try to fly in over the front. There's nothing in between. Nothing in between. Wait, there are some raids. Ready to snipe down those shuttles. Gonna get some shots off. He no longer cares about his own SCVs because he knows he's won the game, but it might still turn around. All of the SCVs are dead and gone. Storms on the raids in the air as well, but the raids do stay alive, so the Reaver's gonna get taken down, and so are the Templars. But the damage has been done. He's on 18 SCVs in total, but the push is resuming here inside of Byul's base. Byul is being pushed in. He's being pushed into a corner. Lost his robotics, lost the frontal choke, losing gateways as well, losing even more gateways. Units are spawning, but units are dying as soon as they spawn, so they're not really contributing all that much. We do have a small little army being built here on the side. He's got a triple robo, double robo, getting another gateway there on the side as well. So he might have himself a small little army that might assist him in dealing some return damage. But Burgersasu is mostly going for a massive factory army. He just lost about 60 supply on the SCVs. He's rebuilding some SCVs, but it does mean he has about 30 supply extra to replace with tanks. That's exactly what he's doing. Although we've got some Dark Templars there clearing out tanks. Slow response, slow scan, but he scans on time, but it loses a lot of tanks there. We're only down to 6 tanks here in the front, but more tanks and vultures are coming from across the map. He wants to end this and end it quick. He wants to kill those probes on the minerals to make sure that Byul no longer has any income as well, which should set in stone that Burgersasu is going to win the game. Pushing forward. Carriers are finishing up. He's got Goliaths and the raids on the scene there, though, so the carriers are not going to be much of a problem. Siege is up right next to the probes. Probes all getting taken down, only 19 left alive. Going to take down the Nexuses as well. Reaver there in the backside doing a great job. He's still microing like an absolute boss, but it is simply not enough. It's simply not going to cut it. Not going to be enough. Not going to do it. Looks like Byul calls GG, and Burgersasu is the victor. Comes back. Well, never really made a comeback. He just stood on the edge, on the brink of extinction a couple of times, and managed to survive. Almost being pushed off into that deep, deep ravine. Pushed off that cliff. Nope. Burgersasu is not gonna let it happen. He's gonna be the one to stand tall, survive, and be victorious with a very strong push that Byul simply couldn't do much against. But thank you for watching. It was RJB for RJB TV. Short game. Went a little bit off track here and there, in my opinion. I just wanted to somewhat introduce both players, but I kind of started rambling. If you don't mind, what I do hope is that you make a return for the next video, whenever it comes out. Kind of depends. Just hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, a comment, or subscribe. Whatever you want, leave it in the comment section. And I hope to see you return next time. Have a great time. Have a good day. See you soon.